Okay, y'all, so your boy Franklin showed us exactly who he was on this episode. Also, I don't know, y'all, it's looking kind of shaky for him. He might not even make it to the end of the season. And your girl Veronique, well, let's just say some of us are still wondering if she can be trusted or not. We're talking Snowfall Season 6, Episode 4, Project Boys. Let's get into it. Now, I must say, guys, that this episode of Snowfall was definitely pretty lit. I really enjoyed this episode. So I'm going to narrow down some of my top moments. Let's go ahead and start with my number 5 moment, which is going to be Sissy and Wanda. Sissy and Wanda having that conversation that they had when, Sissy is about to blow Wanda's brains out because she's in there trying to get her things. But when Wanda is 100% real with her, when she tells her what her fears are, when she tells her about the fact that there is so much rock around that she doesn't know if she's going to be able to handle it. I thought this was such a touching moment. The fact that she has someone that she can talk to, the fact that she has someone that she can be real and honest with. My only hope is that she actually is real and honest with Leon as well, because real talk, they need to get the heck up out of there. Now, Sissy does end up telling Wanda that she basically needs to put that energy into something else, and then she invites her to help out and volunteer at the shelter that Alison started. Now, y'all let me know if y'all think Wanda is going to be able to maintain and sustain, if she's going to be able to fight this crack rock, y'all. Let me know down in the comments. So my number 2 moment was when Veronique came in with the save, y'all. Now, I know a lot of us are on the fence and we don't really know if she is to be trusted or not. Now, keeping it real, I definitely don't trust her mom, but for Veronique, I'm kind of on the fence. On one hand, I think she's going to be down with Franklin. I think that he's finally going to find someone who's there for him, because let's face it, Franklin has not had any good luck with these females. You know Franklin's history. Every female that he's dealt with in some way, form, or fashion has not been what it is. So let's just hope that Veronique is. Let me know what y'all think about Veronique down in the comments. Will she be down for Franklin, or will she betray Franklin? Okay, y'all, so my number 3 moment is gonna be Leon and Dion. Now, despite the fact that their names actually rhyme, these two couldn't be more different. They are literally night and day. Dion tries to rule by force, by might, and to be honest, he's just not that smart. Leon, on the other hand, even though he knows that he's selling drugs and he knows what business he's in, but despite all that, he still cares about people. He still tries to show compassion. He talks to Einstein about going to school, and he makes sure that Einstein gets into school. He makes sure that he fills out a college application because he knows how important it is for Einstein to get out of the PJs and get somewhere and use that big, beautiful brain of his. But Dion, on the other hand, is trying to deter Einstein from this. So when these two finally had a fight, I was here for it. And when it all was over with, we all know that it was very similar to that old fight that we seen back in Friday, back in the day with Debo and Craig. And of course, we know that Craig won the same way that Leon came out on top with this. But I do have to say, I am worried about your boy Leon. Dion doesn't seem like the type to take this laying down. We all know that Debo came back in Friday Part 2, right? I feel like your boy Dion is going to come back as well. And he is not going to take this laying down. He's going to try to come after Leon. And I feel like he's going to try to kill him, y'all. Now, let me know what y'all think about this situation. Will Dion try to kill Leon? Go ahead and drop it down in the comments what you think. Okay, y'all, so my number 2 moment is when Franklin burned Todd. Now, let's just keep it real. Todd is hard-headed. Todd wanted to do what he wanted to do, and the fact that he got burned is his own damn fault. Now, let's just go back to how this all started, because when Franklin went to talk to Kane, he told Kane, hey, you're not making enough product, and he needed to know what was going on. So he asked Kane if he could see his cookhouses. Now, Kane reluctantly went ahead and agreed to let him see the cookhouses, and he gave word that whatever Franklin said was coming directly from him. Now, when they got to the cookhouses, the gentleman told them just that, hey, whatever Franklin says is coming directly from Kane. But unfortunately, Todd just didn't seem to think that fat meat was greasy, y'all, and he decided that he wanted to buck against the system and that his way was the right way. Now, if we're just keeping it real, I don't understand Todd's logic, because it's not like he made $73 million selling drugs. I'm just saying you probably should listen to the man who actually made a shit ton of money selling drugs. But anyway, I digress, y'all. So after Todd decided that he was gonna buck the system and that he was gonna tell Franklin what he thought, Franklin decided to teach him a little lesson and then ended up putting his face inside of the gas oven, y'all. And it is what it is. Now, Todd decides he's going to go over there and tell Kane. He's going to be a little snitch. He's going to be a little crybaby and go back and tell Kane what happened to him. And Kane just straight up tells him, listen, You should have listened. Do I need to put you in the corner? And it seems like your boy Todd really did need to be in timeout, but we all know what would happen next, which brings me to my number one moment, y'all. So my number one moment for this particular episode is going to be when Franklin and Kane are arguing. Now, I can't help but like this character, Kane, because he is just an A1 straight up dude when it all comes down to it. Now, Kane, in front of his soldier, tells his soldier, like, look, I told you that whatever Franklin said was coming from me. So pretty much it's like Todd straight up disobeyed Kane because he didn't listen and he got burned, and it is what it is. Now, when Franklin actually came over and they had a conversation and they were talking and they were arguing, Kane lets him know, don't ever put your hands on my soldiers. Like, I discipline them. You don't discipline them. And they're going back and forth like they actually are brothers, y'all. It was the best moment ever. I won't even lie. But I do understand what Kane is saying, and I also understand what Franklin is saying, and I really like how Kane actually handled this entire situation. Too bad he was in there arguing and fussing with Franklin over a dude that would end up snitching him out, that would end up giving his location, and that would end up trying to kill him, because we all know that there was a huge shootout. Turns out Todd didn't like this at all. Turns out he decided that he was going to go straight to the enemy, Louis and Jerome, and he was going to tell them that he knew exactly where Kane was. Now, we can't say 100% that Louis and Jerome ordered this whole hit, but I'm pretty sure they did, because that's the only thing that makes sense. Todd would end up bringing a few more people with him, and we know that they weren't Kane's men, so they had to be Louis and Jerome's men. It's the only thing that actually makes sense. So in my opinion, I feel like Louis and Jerome actually gave this order, which was completely stupid, but that's for a whole nother talk, y'all. But anyway, at the end of the day, they get into this shootout, and Kane and Franklin are helping to save each other's life. One is trying to hold the other up, then the other is trying to hold the other one up. I mean, this was probably one of the most epic scenes of Snowfall that I have seen. So, I mean, kudos to whoever created this scene, directed this scene, all of that. This was amazing. Okay, y'all, so that's what's up with my top moments from Snowfall episode 4 entitled Project Boys. And let me know what your top moments were as well. Go ahead and get that conversation started down below. Now, guys, if you like this video, please make sure to go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to your girl channel. Make sure to turn your notifications so that you do not miss out on any of my future videos. Until next time, guys, peace.